Hello students, welcome to our video. Today we are going to see about the geography part, chapter number 6, that is industries, part number 2. Okay, so let's go to the topic. In this chapter, what are the learning objectives we are going to learn, children? That is, the industries on the basis of the size, raw materials and the ownership, analyze the important forms of the manufacturing industries. Okay, so factors that affects the location of the industries. What are the factors? Various factors affect the distribution of industries. Some of them are as follows. That is number 1, raw materials, and number 2, power, and number 3, labor, and number 4 is the transport, and number 5 is the market, and the number 6 is the government policy. So these are all there are 6 factors, overall 6 factors that affects the distribution of the industry. Some of them this is the 6 factors, and let's see about each topic in detail. First one is the raw materials. Raw materials. Okay, industries that need the large amounts of bulky or the heavy raw materials are located near sources of raw materials. For example, the iron steel industry requires the raw materials like the coal and the iron ore. Okay, and number 2 is the power supply. Most industries, especially large-scale industries, need the large amounts of power. These days, with solar power and the wind power becoming the common, the location of the industries is becoming more decentralized. Okay. Number 3 is the labor. In this, the labor is the most important for the industries field. Without the labor is nothing can industries can survive. The availability of the workers is an important factor that influences the location of an industry. Okay, transport. So the industries need an efficient network of roadways, railways, and the waterways to transport the raw materials and the finished foods. And then next one is the market. So in the market field, proximity to markets enables a quick sale of goods, and it also cuts down on the cost of transportation. Industries which produce the goods that are perishable, that is, spoil quickly, will be located near the markets like the big cities, and this is not an important factor as the market can be anywhere on the globe and the internet makes distances immaterial. And the next one, the topic is a government policy. The government often earmarks certain regions as the industrial boxes or the zones and encourages the industries to move there. And the second factor is that the industries are the offered incentives like the subsidies, tax breaks, free power, and the low rentals. And the third one is the IT hub in Bangalore grew out of the electronic city established by the Karnataka government in the 1980s. Next one is the industrial system. An industrial system consists of the inputs, processes, and the outputs. The inputs are the raw materials, labor, land, power, trade, and transport. The processes include the entire chain of the activities that transform the raw material into the finished products. The outputs are the finished goods. For example, in case of the cement industry, the inputs are the raw materials like the limestone, clay, malt, silicon dioxide, and aluminum dioxide, and the sand. Labor, land, power, machine, and transport. The processes include the preparation of the raw materials, clinker burning, cement grinding, and the cement packaging. The output is the cement. And this is the worldwide industrial regions are highly developed, urbanized, and thickly populated like the eastern North America and the northwestern Europe and the eastern Europe. So these are in worldwide there is a major industrial regions. And next we will see about in India. What are the major industrial regions are in India is New Delhi, Chotanagpur region, Hooghly region, and Gujarat region, Mumbai region, and in our Tamil Nadu state particularly the Bangalore, and in particularly in Tamil Nadu that is Coimbatore, Salem, and Tirupur also the major industrial regions, and also Kollam in Kerala a state, that is a Kollam Thiruvananthapuram region. So this is the major industrial regions in India. And next we will see about, that is, the major industrial regions of the world or the eastern North America, Western and the Central Europe, and the Eastern Asia. So comprising Eastern in China, Japan, South Korea. Okay. And the next one is industrial region stretching in a wide belt across the Central North America, Southern Europe, and the China. And also some of the major industrial regions in India are we seen in the map, that is that the Mumbai Pune region, Ahmedabad Vadodara region, Gurugram Delhi Meerut region, and the Jharkhand West Bengal region, and the Bangalore Coimbatore Madurai region. Okay, and let's see about the next one is industrial disasters. Okay, some minor industrial regions are the Visakhapatnam and the Guntur region and the Kollam Thiruvananthapuram region. And I'm going to show a small a video of the Guntur, that is the Visakhapatnam Guntur region industries. Okay, so this is the Guntur Visakhapatnam regions industries. Okay, that is the industrial shipyard. Industries shipyard, Vizag real estate. Okay. So this is the large scale industries, one of the large scale industries in that region, that is the Visakhapatnam, and like a harbor, and Vizag steel, right? Vizag steel. And then Guntur, that is located in the Guntur region, and this also coal and the iron industries. This is the process of making the iron, that is the Visakhapatnam Guntur region, that is the Vizag steel industry. Okay, this is a video of that industries. HPCL oil industry, oil refinery and oil industry. This is, see children, in this video you are seeing now how it's so big and the huge processes are there. That is like a what is that major large amount of industry. So okay, these are all the examples of the large scale industries. Okay, and the next one is the industrial disasters. So industrial disasters is one of the major and the dangerous disasters in the industries field, because it's very can be careful, very careful, can be handled with very careful. So the primary reasons behind the occurrence of the industrial regions disasters are the accidents caused by the technical failures, that is this is the technical failures, negligence, or the incompetent handling of the hazardous material. This is the hazardous material. This is example for the hazardous material, like no handling, didn't know about how to handling easily, and this is the blasters. Okay, and this is the fire accidents example. So these three videos are the examples for the disasters, hazardous materials, and also by the technical failures, and also handling the hazardous materials. And the next one is the Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, Bhopal gas tragedy. India experienced one of the worst industrial disasters on the 3rd December 1984, when the immensely toxic on methyl isocyanate, that is MIC gas, started leaking from the pesticide plant that was run by the Union Carbide India Limited in Bhopal. Okay, so according to the government sources, more than 5,000 people were seriously injured, while the 3,800 people were died. So I am going to show about the Bhopal incident, children. See. This is a video of a Bhopal gas tragedy, like 1984, killed thousands of people. That means nearly 5,000 people were died in this Bhopal tragedy. And the report warned from occupation accidents, the work-related diseases each year. 3,800 people were injured, seriously injured, because of the methyl isocyanate gas was released, that is leak from this industries. See. 100 years of experience. So next one is that another one major accidents, that is the survivors of the Lee's incident continue to suffer from the serious ailments such as blindness, skin diseases, gastrointestinal disorders, respiratory problems, and so on. And the next one is this Chernobyl nuclear disaster that is done and that is occurred in a Ukraine country on 26th April 1986. Okay, and the next one, Chernobyl nuclear disaster took place in Chernobyl place, that is from the country of Ukraine, on 26th April 1986 owing to a power failure at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. This is because of the power failure industries. While the official death toll is believed to be around 40,000 or believed to have died later owing to cancer caused by the exposure to the nuclear radiation. And one more short video about that. Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Okay. So that is a video of the Ukraine disaster, industrial major disasters, and then measures that can be taken for reducing the risk of the industrial disasters include the following: as industries should be located as far away from the residential areas as possible, and alarms must be installed and their functionality must be regularly checked, and firefighting capacity needs to be adequate. No industry should be allowed to store the toxic substances beyond a certain limit, and disposal of waste material must be properly monitored, and the inspection of duties need to be regularly carried out by the concerned authorities. Okay, so these are all the steps that means to reducing the risk of the industrial disasters. Okay, so let's recap what we learned from this chapter 6, that is industries, classification of industries and factors that affect the location of the industries and the industrial regions, industrial disasters, and the Bhopal gas tragedy and the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. So that's all the topic, children. Thank you all. Thank you.